G'day all, I just wanted to show you something regarding the piston clocks that Jury Duty Summons had in his last video. This is the first one, the single sticky piston. Switch it on, works fine. Now what he said was that you had to have this repeater here to extract the signal from this wall block when it's on top of this torch. That's not actually true. If I delete both of those, put this here, 2 ticks, connect that up, and then switch the clock back on, you'll note that it still works. Now, as near as I can tell, what he said regarding the necessity for repeaters to get signals through blocks is true, unless the signal is coming up through the block, in which case you don't actually need the repeater. You do need the repeater here because if you don't have 2 ticks between the signal state changing and it actually reaching the piston, so for instance if I was to take this and feed it directly into the piston, it just breaks immediately. So you do need the repeater there, but not to get the signal through the block. Now the other one was this 4-piston clock, and I've set it up, I think pretty much the same as he had it. So switch this on. You can see it's working fine. Now again, you don't actually need any repeaters in this arrangement at all. So if I put stone blocks behind each of these, I can rewire each of these in a little U shape. Like so. And if I switch it back on, now what you'll notice is that the clock is working, the block is being pushed around, but there was no actual signal coming out. The note block wasn't being triggered at all. I'll switch it on again so you can just see for yourself. Nothing. Now the reason for this was best explained by Tavi Rider in one of his videos, which is that when a piston extends, when you're using this trick here to send signal through a block into a wire, when the piston extends, it breaks the connection instantaneously. There is no delay in it. So what's actually happening here is the signal comes up into the block, through the wire, into the piston extends, cutting the circuit, but there's never a delay in which the line is actually live for anything else. The piston's the only thing that can possibly respond to it. However, we can get a signal out by inserting a repeater. So I'm just putting one single repeater in here. The other pistons aren't being gated by a repeater at all. If we switch it back on, as you can see, we're now getting a signal coming out of this part here, feeding into the note block. The other thing you can do that I found quite fun is if I stick this here and I put a repeater in here, I build a little bridge . Oh, a bit too far. Right, so I've now got the diagonally opposing lines, both feeding into the note block. These 2 repeaters are here simply to stop the signal from accidentally propagating down in the wrong direction. If I switch it on now those notes are coming through much faster than would be possible if you'd put a repeater on every single one of the pistons in that clock. So this actually allows you to produce a set of opposing signals with 1 tick between them, a 1 tick dead space where both of them are low, much faster than, as far as I'm aware, any other stable clock can actually do. So that's all. Hope that helps.